Hi, folks, it's the Carter Man, and I just finished, just minutes ago, watching the most vacuous speech in American history. Vacuous. I mean, totally devoid of anything meaningful, uh, devoid of anything gracious, devoid of anything factual, as a matter of fact. It was the conceding speech by Kamala Harris. Um, wasn't exactly a word salad. It was more like a word smorgasbord. She just kind of chose different facetious things to say, mixed them all together, while at the same time doing that big phony smile and posturing before the camera and reading from her teleprompter, without which she, of course, is totally lost. Um, had it been a commencement address, it might have not been bad. I mean, you wouldn't jump up from it saying, "Oh, I'm ready to face the world." You'd probably get up from it saying, "Well, I'm young, so it only wasted 10 minutes of my time. That ain't bad." Um, there's nothing to it. And she actually, at some points, showed a little bit of the of, let's even say, grace that maybe she should have tried during the campaign. It was when she was lying, when she was saying about how joyful she was, and how positive she was, how much she loves the American people. And you felt like if you were in the classroom there at the commencement address, you'd like to raise your hand and say, "If you love us so much, why did you call us fascists? Why did you accuse us of following Hitler and wanting a dictator?" Because she did all those things. She conducted one of the nastiest campaigns in history. And I think it was about midway through when she realized, I'm going to lose this thing anyway, so I might as well show my true self, which she did a pretty good job of disguising today, except she took a few cheap shots, which is the part and parcel of who Kamala Harris is. But she for the most part just went into a commencement address. Okay, go out. It ended with some bizarre bit about historians saying you can see the stars when it's blackest. I was a history major in college 4 years. I don't know what historian that was. Doesn't sound like the kind of thing historians make observations about. But then went into putting all the stars out and lighting the firmament or some such thing, and maybe she should have ended with, "And I hope you all get a good job when you graduate." I don't know. There was nothing to it, and she did talk about mild passing references to unity. Folks, I want to tell you something. I know that Churchill said, "In victory, magnanimity." No, I can't even pronounce it. Magnanimity. But we're not just in victory right now, because we're still at war. Okay, I got a message from somebody who really knows nothing about politics today, advising some people I work with that now we have to reach out to the other side and unify and open up to the big tent and bring in all their opinion. That's not why we fought. That's not why we had resolution in wars, Churchill said. On the USS Missouri, I don't recall MacArthur offering an olive branch to Hirohito, okay? There's a reason we won, and it's because we want change. We want to now carry out the promises that we made during the campaign. And those promises are pretty serious. They are to dismantle a bureaucracy that has turned on the American people. And that means unequivocally we now need to take a serious approach to helping Donald Trump understand this time we really want the damn swamp drained. We want an end to the Department of Homeland Security, which showed itself to be worse than useless. It ushered in 15 million illegal alien invaders, and it tried, if you recall, to open up a 1984-ish Department of Surveillance and Censorship. Never forget that, okay? Never forget. So get rid of that department. Get rid of the Department of Energy. We don't need it. All we need is drill, baby, drill, okay? Get rid of the FBI. We do not need a national police force that tries to decide who the president should be. And while we're doing it, I'm going to say it, there are certain people who need to be charged with crimes. Christopher Wray for his cover-up of the Biden son, Hunter Biden laptop. Merrick Garland for lawfare, conspiring with local district attorneys to imprison political opponents. These people need to be charged with something, and we can't be satisfied till it's done. So, reaching out. First, let's take care of business. Then, if those remaining on the other side want to say, look, we made a mistake and we'd like to restore our good name by supporting the freedom that we assaulted, then I think forgiveness is in order, and maybe saying, okay, but we're keeping an eye on you. All right, so that's where we are, okay? I just watched the worst speech in American history, one of the worst speeches ever. Totally vacuous. Let her go, be gone, throw the water on her and watch which dissolve. And then we need to start cleaning house and restore our democracy where we don't arrest political prisoners. We do tell people, if you violated your oath of office, we're going to hold you responsible. Fair is fair. Mr. Garland, Mr. Wray, you used our own law enforcement agencies to attack those with whom you disagreed. And among the first thing President Trump needs to do is pardon all those who now spent 2 years, many without trials, many without formal charges, as January 6 prisoners in the American Gulag. Let's get that done too. All right? We won. Let's act like we won. Let's restore America. This is, to me, the restoration. Let's restore America somewhere where there's freedom and justice and safety and security from all against an oppressive government, okay? Sorry if that seems ungracious, but, enough phoniness, enough scams, enough posturing in front of teleprompters by a losing candidate who abused the political arena like nobody I've ever seen, accusing her opponent of being Hitler. Stop it. And she mentioned one issue, I'll close with this. One issue she mentioned in her entire 10-minute blather, and of course that was her love of abortion once again, and false accusations against Donald Trump wanting to stop it, which she's never said. It's at the state level now. It's their decision. All right, so we got a fight on our hands. We won a battle. The war goes on, and the war is to restore our freedom, every aspect of it, in a way that makes sure the bureaucracy, the deep state, is never again able to wage such an assault as they have the past 4 years. All right, let's do this thing. Stay strong.